Okay, fantastic. So you'll be recording.
Mm-hmm. So this is a complex product, and it will probably take some time to set up. Complex product like this, they have multiple steps. As you can see, it starts with design and colors, first step, and then you go through a bunch of different steps. It's called steps. So on each step, you can
Customize something else.
Yes. Team name, for some reason, it's not showing, but actually, this is also supposed to change this name. Okay. Or here.
Oh, nice.
And after colors, and then next, logos, pre-designed,
Okay.
logo text. Not showing, but it technically should also show up. Or you can upload your own logo.
Nice. And move it around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then next, add shorts, add-ons. Yes. And then you can customize shorts as well if necessary.
Okay. I see. So they're customizing basically a whole outfit, and then the shorts, the top is a step, and then the shorts is a step.
Yes.
Okay.
And this product probably, I mean, you're up for a ride, it will take you some time, maybe a couple of months to get everything done.
Okay.
Okay, next. Okay, it shows up here.
Oh, okay.
Embroidered player names, show, name border, show front. So different type of options. Name color. Again, some changes. Roster. Okay, and this is one of the key, pieces of our software that differentiates us from others is an ability to add player names. Like it's called wholesale order. So you need, for example, 10 shirts for 10 players. So you can input all names their numbers, their sizes, and then their
Oh,
shorts size for each player separately.
that's cool.
So this allows to sell wholesale orders, so 10 players right away. Okay, and you can save the progress, name your design, and then invalid name. Okay, Alex. CPB demo. No, they don't have captcha. Not sure. Okay.
Okay.
Score, you save design link in its way. One second. So in an email, you can receive a link with config ID part that will pull up this design for anyone you'd like to share it with your team, for example, with
Okay.
pre-selected options already.
Okay.
All right. So this is all, everything is available.
That's very cool.
Mhm. So now let's go over the basic steps of custom product builder inside the interface. I'll just use a demo store for now, demo store CPB. So this is the Shopify interface, and you usually start from home, depending on what type of access you're granted from the store administrator. You're either able to see everything here or some parts of this menu. But generally, our app would be in the apps section called CPB Custom Product Builder. And you can go straight to it and start working on it to create the products that you want. So here you either create a new product, or it also comes with some pre-configured products. This is a more filled out version for demos, but there are some demo products that come already in the custom product builder on new installs, maybe like demo shirts. You can play around in them and duplicate these products and mess with them a little bit in order to understand what's going on. Our builder is very complex and has a lot of kind of features in it, and that is a double-edged sword. You just need a certain amount of time to be able to get comfortable with this interface and understand how it works. Because if you are, for example, you said you're a designer, so you worked with Photoshop. So our custom product builder app, CPB platform, works in a similar way to Photoshop. There are 2D layers that are overlaid on top of each other, and each layer represents a certain part of the product. And then you can layer things on it, like layer product parts, and then give them one second. Okay. So there is like a base image, and then there are layers that represent available options. trying to see if any of the images will change, except for it doesn't change. Okay, about accessories. Okay, this is more basic in terms of representation. Okay, so for example, here on this image, the wristband, the strap, is one layer in Photoshop. The face is another layer in Photoshop. The pattern is the same layer as the face, but it just shows different pattern overlays. So the app works in a way where you have a configuration custom options section on the right side, and then you connect these options with preview layers. And preview layers can have different type of representation. It can be text. Remember, we added text on the demo. It can be curved text. It can be an image. For example, you can see like a zoomed out face image right now. And then it can be each area that fits the image inside this box over here, right? And for example, the image of hands here. And then there are settings. For example, you can colorize on the fly layers. For example, this layer, if it's grayscale, you can connect this layer with a custom option, colorize from color thumbnail custom option, and then it will grab the colors from the custom option. So what happens is you connect custom options with preview layers through this interface, and then you see the representation on the left side. And then you have steps. Here's a new step, for example. Those are represented here, steps. And then you have custom options, and then each custom option comes with a title. For example, here on the first step, design and colors, the first step is select pattern style. So here the first option can be select pattern style. And then this is for custom development. So not only you can use custom product builder to build out like the flow itself with steps and custom options, but you can also see, for example, on this page, it fits the website design and the styling. So using CSS and working with a front-end developer or hiring our team, you can also customize everything to the interface to fit your exact branding strategy. So in this case, our default, like the designs that you see on the demo stores, would vary depending on the store itself. So it's very flexible. And the option here that you see extra HTML classes for developers, for front-end developers, to be able to add their own custom styles to different elements. And then custom option description is something that pops up here, this one, this is description. So you have an option, and then you have a description of the option, some additional text, I mean, what's going on. Then custom options can be of different types. For instance, you can have single choices, multiple choices, input fields, font selectors, file uploads, date and time picker. And then each of these custom options can be displayed as or represented in different ways. So for example, a single choice can be a text button or radio button or image thumbnail or color thumbnail. Color thumbnail means that you just select hex color, and this is the color thumbnail. And image thumbnail is something when you have like a logo, for example, an image here. So this is image thumbnail.
Okay.
And then drop down, well, self-explanatory, radio buttons and text buttons. This is text buttons. Radio buttons, you probably understand.
Yes.
And then there are also complex customizations. These allow for more features inside your custom products. For example, additional price field tips. Like you can have a field at the end that says tip us. We have clients that sell ice cream, for example.
Mm.
And then auto-generated drop-down. This is for dimensions or for numbers. For example, generate from 0 to 100, and then you'll have a drop-down with from 0 to 100 automatically. So you don't have to create manually options. Deposit percentage, for example, some clients, they ask for 25% upfront, and then you pay the rest when the order is completed. So this is for the deposit.
Okay.
Drag and drop canvas is allows to pretty much move elements on some area.
Okay.
So, for example, you have a square, and then you can add on different images onto that area and move them around. Let me see if I have a quick demo here with this jewelry. Demo. Okay, it semi-works, but this is the idea. So
Okay.
you have an area where you can position different elements. And for example, for charm builders, since you're a designer and you're hired, you may want also to work with other clients, because custom product builder is a unique tool, and you can sell it to high-end brands. It's a unique proposition, and especially if you know how to work with this tool, it can put you in a standalone position, you know, like an expert in this with our software.
Okay.
Now, going back here, so this is drag and drop. Also, you can have text elements, image elements, text and image elements, area colors, area, like a lot of different details here. Like you can add text elements and image effects here as well, colorize images, give black transparent filters, etc.
Okay.
So this drag and drop. Then engraving for wholesale. This is when you have multiple text fields for engraving for different, for example, charms. You'll have different engraving fields, and you can put text into each engraving field separately, for example. And then price formulas allows to use Excel-like formulas to calculate price. So, for example, you can multiply things, set percentage, charge for dimensions, charge for square footage. For example, if you sell mirrors, or if you sell curtains, or if you sell fabrics.
Okay.
Quantity breakdown is, for example, you buy from 0 to 10, you get $10 price. From 10 to 20, $9. From 20 to 30, $8. That's quantity breakdown. And then the wholesale order is what we saw on the demo on the last
Yes.
step here, where you can type in number and choose multiple things for
Okay.
for each player. And then all of that also goes into the cart. Okay, you have to fill out everything, but ultimately the point is that everything at the end goes to the cart.
Yes. Automatically.
Automatically, yes. Now, so this is the main interface. Like, you edit custom option. A custom option is something that you see over here. So this is custom option. This is custom option. These two custom options are connected with conditional logic. So depending on what option you choose here, the second option shows up.
Oh, I see.
So this is one custom option that's called text field, and it's called select pattern style. And then you choose something, and it opens up the next custom option that says select a pattern that you selected in the previous step. Okay. So here, for example, we move on to options themselves. As for example, we use single choice text button for now, and tooltips is something that shows up above the option if you want to give additional information. See, it popped up and says blank here, NBA, other, Charlotte, Atlanta. So this is the tooltip.
Okay.
Now, here are the choices, and then you can have unlimited number of choices pretty much. And then you can click, for example, field from 0 to 20. Field choices, boom, you have 20 options. So these options are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And that's where you upload a picture on the side. The picture you
Right,
upload there is that what's going to pop up in the options.
Right. So label is what shows up for the name of the option, Atlanta, etc. Value would depend based on it's like an additional field that's sometimes used, sometimes it's not, depending on which custom option it is. Sometimes developers put stuff they want to use inside these fields.
Okay.
Price is the default price that you set for this option. Some of our clients also integrate with Shopify's products. So using SKU field, you can hook up to the products from Shopify product catalog and inventory from that product catalog. So you can connect your Shopify inventory system, if you use that actively, with the custom product builder via SKU field. And then our custom product builder will track inventory from native Shopify products and check if things are available before displaying them online. So, for example, that would work for sizes or for different designs. For example, maybe something is not available, etc.
Okay.
Now, if you edit the option, there will be front image. The front image is the main view, like this is the front view, for example. But also you can see that there are a few views. So technically,
Okay.
what you can do is you can add different views to your product. Enabled views, you can have front, back, left, right, top, bottom.
Okay.
And you can also select which view will be the default view and give controls for moving in between views, and have thumbnail slider as well.
Okay.
There are also things like preview render quality, because some products in certain configurations on certain browsers would need adjustment for the either screen size or devices, and then you can fine tune that from here.
Okay.
You can also set default choices for each option that you have. You can set which option should be selected by default when the product page loads.
Okay.
And then there are a few add to cart methods that are required in order to comply with Shopify's security system. So some products can be either pre-generated or auto-generated or hybrid generated. I don't know your product structure yet, or your inventory capabilities, or how you're going to prepare everything, but technically what happens is when someone places an order, in certain cases it's required that a new product is generated automatically inside the product list, and then that product is the product that relates to one specific client with his specific configuration and the options that he selected specifically. This is a limitation by Shopify, but sometimes it can be used, for example, to create libraries of products, or you can create, for example, a wish list out of it, or you can create like a library of products that were configured previously by other customers, for example.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Then yeah, so this stuff works either on the fly or pre-generated. So it will like you should probably come back with this a little later once you set up the base.
I see. Okay.
Now, the general settings also have a lot of stuff. So enabled views is something we looked over. There are different ways of representing the page, referring to steps and columns. So like how you want it to be represented on this interface. Column steps, columns, list, rows, steps. Default cart image can be a collage of all selections, like these three images glued together, for example, in the cart, or only front view, for example, or back view, depending on which view you have enabled. The views that goes to the cart will show up here.
Okay.
And then the currency in which you sell by default, we also integrate with many multi currency apps. And then language, main menu, size ratio, it means like ratio depending on the left or right, like this is 50-50. This can be smaller, much bigger. Collapsible custom options, it's when you have this is collapsible custom option.
Okay.
Next step button. Next.
Okay.
Total price per one product, show reset button, redirect to cart, summary step, product title. So all of this is can be all fine-tuned. And then the
Yes.
products that automatically generated also can have their own kind of details here. Agreement checkbox means that at the end, you want to say, okay, you have to agree with everything here. I agree. This is the agreement checkbox.
Okay.
Quantity settings, minimum quantity allowed to add to cart and maximum quantity allowed add to cart. And cart properties, if you don't want to work with weight, for example, if you want to disable step titles, if you want to hide config ID and product URL, config ID is something I showed you that gets sent in an email if you configure that email.
Yes.
Compare price. There can be also meta fields. Meta fields is something that doesn't show up on the product actively, but may be used by customer ERP system, for example, or certain ISIN codes or some internal information that's required for production.
Okay.
App fields is same. You can have different data that you can pool if you work with front-end developers. For example, this has been heavily customized. So I assume that these clients of ours, they used developers to customize the interface to their needs. So a thing called front API that can allow access to the product details. So it can be like a composed stuff, meaning you have all of these options and, oh, well. What's going on? Whoa, dance party.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Now duplicate steps for others. So you can also duplicate things to other custom products. For example, you create one product, you set it up perfect, and then you can copy what you have created for one product to your other products step by step. So it gets sent to buffer, then you go to the new product and you copy from the buffer. And
Okay,
then
fantastic.
export product data, so you can export the file as a JSON, and then you can import a JSON. And if you are a little bit comfortable working with JSON files that look something like this,
Okay.
you can edit them like faster on your computer, let's say, and then upload back to custom product builder.
All right.
So these were general settings. For example, just for the sake of this example, I'll enable back view. And one important thing is here not to forget to click apply. And then here, I think I need to reload. Here, back and front. So
Nice.
now you can have front and back of the t-shirt, for example. And then depending on what option of choice it is, you will fill out the name. I don't know, this is, for example, color. Value is like sometimes not important. Price policy, so price, weight. There is also sometimes a time when something is sold in multiples. So, for example, you have a bicycle, like a skateboard, and then if you buy wheels for a skateboard, there will be always 4 wheels. So
Yes.
this is for 4. For example, one wheel is $12, but then it will automatically multiply by 4. Then inventory management, so SKU for each option, as I mentioned, and then would it be hidden or showed when it's out of stock? And then the logic that I mentioned to you when you deal with this part, for example, and you choose color style and then you choose the next option, this option will be dependent on the previous option. So that will be managed through the conditional logic rules. So here is something important to notice is that, for example, you configure conditional logic for the custom option that needs to be shown or hidden depending on the previous option. So you configure logic for the option that you want to hide or show.
Okay.
Which means that here, for example, we have if customer selects first step, phase 1 of choice 1, then this element should be hidden or shown. So if we transfer this logic to this image here, then we would say if color style, this is probably bad stuff here. If NBA is selected, then show NBA patterns. If other pattern is selected, then show other patterns. Here.
That makes sense.
And then choice description, maybe if it requires some details like colors, sustainable paint, I don't know. And meta fields, so for storing any additional data.
Okay.
I won't save anything, but like this way you fill out each option. Now, advanced settings, deselecting choices, for example, syncing options by tag, clearing rules, conditional logic we just looked over, cart and quantity behavior, meta fields. So let's just check, for example, this filled out strap color, description isn't filled, this is single choice color thumbnail. And then you can see that the color was selected using color picker. And then it's called just choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. If we go, for example, here, this is the strap color. So if we go to preview layers, there is strap layer here. Strap layer is an image area. A transparent image of the strap was uploaded here. And then under settings, okay, hold on. At this point, I'm lost on how our software works because I don't see very direct correlation between the option selector. Okay, front. Okay, so in this case, what happens is the colorization doesn't happen on the fly, but the image for each color is uploaded separately for the strap.
I see. Okay.
But we also have recoloring on the fly, which let's see if it's available in any other option, face, for example. No, face is also uploaded separately. So this way it allows to have a very strict control of the color palette and how it's displayed if you upload the image that you have recolored yourself in Photoshop.
Yes.
And same probably with pattern, but I also want to show you. Okay, pattern. Okay, but pattern, for example, here it fills out the fills up the the face without the need to do the face itself. So it just goes over the layer through preview layers. Let's see, background pattern, but it's an image,
Okay.
and look, it was made in circle here, but
Oh,
it's also behind the face, metal part of the face. And so it just one sec. Image source. Display image from image thumbnail custom option. Then first step, custom option pattern. So we instruct the layer to take the background pattern layer to take the pattern image from here and overlay into that box where we made it in circle. And it's as a layer, it's positioned behind, let's see, for example, reorder, positioned behind the base.
Okay.
It's too far. Here is enough. So that's also a comfortable feature. So this is an overview. So you start by coming to this interface, and then you start with figuring out what steps you want. And then you create the first step, second step, third step. And then you start adding options into those steps. No, you can reorder this later and stuff. So it's fine that you will make mistakes at the beginning. And most likely you will get a little bit frustrated the first few days too, because there is just too many options. It's like starting to work with Photoshop itself. It's just so many features that are packed into our software that you need some time to wrap your head around everything that's available and how to use it and how to connect things. But once you kind of get a hang of it, you become unstoppable. You can customize really difficult interfaces, very cool products like this one, for example, so many options to choose. So in this case, just let's go over it. For example, here, this is a text fields. This is image field, and this image field has a logic that's attached to it that says show. So these are three different custom options. So blank, no custom options. But then NBA, so this will look like this. You will have choose pattern style, and then another option, custom option will be NBA, and then another one will be other. And so NBA and then other.
Okay.
So the other you will fill out separately, the NBA you will fill out separately, and then under NBA and other you will put conditional logic saying show NBA when NBA is selected here, and show other when other is selected here.
Okay.
So each of these is a new custom option. This is custom option. Yeah. And here it looks like also they did some custom design, because you can see two custom options under the same step, but it's not kind of like, but they also have these steps which change the like the flow of the screen. So you as a designer have to figure out first the layout. I'd recommend starting with this first, doing like a wireframe of how you envision the product customization process to go.
Okay.
This will be step 1, step 2. These are the options that you can select on step 1. These are the options you can select on step 2. Once you have that, I'd recommend maybe reaching back to us again and just confirming the steps and options that you selected, like another demo call like this, where we can just specifically point you to the custom options that will be required to accomplish that, unless you figure it out on your own, which is also an option. To help you with that, from our custom product builder interface, there is this help button that leads you to user guide.
Okay, so there's that option as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go through everything and definitely start with the wireframe, like you said. That's going to help a lot, just so I know what I need to focus on when I'm on each layer and action that I need to apply. And then I can go through help as well. And then if need be, I'll schedule another call.
Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And the recording will be in the chat, hey?
Inside the meeting that we have with you here, it should appear below the meeting itself,
Okay.
somewhere here in the attachments, maybe in a few hours or so.
All right, perfect. Thanks, Alex. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure, Petro. Good luck. If anything, call us back. All right.
Perfect.
Take
Thanks
care.
so
Bye.
much. Have a good day. Bye.